Hello everyone, this is Zeal and welcome to channel Duello. What are we gonna play today on Gwent? Well, this season hasn't been the most exciting one, to be honest with you, and most of the competitive players aren't really competing this season. They're mostly waiting for the new patch and new cards. So and there haven't been many changes at the beginning of the season. So we're still playing pretty much the same decks. The only difference is, we're not seeing a lot of relic decks. I mean, there is some variety, so it's not that bad. It's just, people are kind of want new cards, I guess. Anyway, so what am I playing this season on the ladder? I'm doing pretty good this season, but I mean, one of the reasons is there are not many competitive players, so that helps. So I'm above 10k MMR right now, and I'm gonna play Northern Ramps today, by the way. But I'm gonna discuss the state of the factions and decks a bit because there are not a lot to talk about in our deck. It's the same thing. So far, I mean, I think the most, let's say, powerful three factions are Nilfgaard, Syndicate, and Scoia'tael. But why is my Scoia'tael here? I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know how to play it, but I mean, a lot of bad things happened. I wasn't really good with mulligans. I mean, sometimes things go bad, so that's why Squirtle isn't in the top four. So I don't think I'm gonna play Squirtle in the remaining 8 days or so. But anyway, with Nilfgaard, I only played Hyper Thin deck. Imprisonment deck is stronger, but it's not reliable. It's not consistent. That's why I decided to play the Hyper Thin deck. I really like its consistency. I was playing the Heatwave version of it with Thunders and Tourney Jousts. It's been really good to me. So with 60 games, I reached 25-24, but I will keep playing with it. So who knows? Maybe I can get up to 25-50. I'm not a 2600 player. There's no way I can get up that high. Well, with Syndicates, it's pretty much standard. Everyone's playing line pockets. There's no alternative. So I didn't have really any trouble reaching 2500. I went down a bit, but I think I'll increase my MMR again. With Skellige, there are many options. I tested battle trance and witchers and so on, but at the end of the day, I went back to my not roots but the old decks. So still playing Reckless Flurry, and Reckless Flurry carried me up to 2500, but I played a lot of Skellige this season, testing many decks and so on. But the win percentage was the highest with Reckless Flurry with the Wandering version. Wander version. Okay. With monsters, I had really good success with Araka Swarm deck, the old school Swarm deck with Zoltan included with Portal. That list has been doing great for me. Before shooting this video, I think I won like 6 or 7 games in a row after losing 2. I talked about Scoia'tael. Precision Strike is the only choice. So the NR remains. As you see, I only played 30 games with it. But with 30 games, 24-66 is not bad, I guess. So I'm gonna share that deck with you. Maybe I'll keep playing, so maybe NR could pass my monster score. Sorry about that. And let's take a look at the deck. Okay, this is a siege version. And as you all know, I mean, some people are struggling to find siege. I'm one of them. But I mean, I was able to find siege in some of the games. Why not include siege? That is the question. Well, if you want to include siege, you need to add a bad card like Ballista, because there are not enough siege engines. So people kind of, prefer to add Reinforced Ballista and, just not include Ballista, and also get rid of Siege and add Viraxis. That's an option, and I was playing that version last season. But Siege is still a powerful card if you could somehow draw it. Other than that, you still need to draw your top 4 gold cards, which are Gerhardt, Bloody Baron, Shani, and Prince Ansei. I was playing the actually the Viraxis version without Bloody Baron, but you kind of need Baron in this meta. There are a lot of greedy decks, you know, and even Gerhardt, you know, you kind of want the second, I mean, the 5 provision one with the second patience version, because you're looking for that reset card, artifact compression, usually. But Gerhardt is still dependable with his 4 provision option packed, so it's still at least 13-point card. But keep in mind that this could be your second reset card. And then Shani is really powerful in this deck, especially your resurrection targets are either Bernard students or the correct Marines. Those are your best 2 targets, so make sure that at least one of them is in your graveyard. But you're not guaranteed to draw Shani, so keep that in mind. And then we have Ansei and the Selkirk, the dueling duo. They are really important to remove important threats. We have Hubert as our thinning card. You should always check Hubert's counter on him, because you don't want him to accidentally come out of the deck. I mean, sometimes you may want to intentionally not click on order so that he doesn't come prematurely. We have Natalis for consistency. You're seeking a warfare card, thinning your deck, and if you haven't drawn your amphibious assault, he's your amphibious assault tutor, because assault is such an important card. And we have War Chariot. It's a siege engine, and I mean, the decks that are not using siege still use this card, because this provides a lot of value after the buff it received, so it is pretty good. I mean, there are times that you can use the order ability twice. I'm also running Winch, so I mean, the main target for Winch is obviously Shani. You can reset Shani's, not reset, but reduce cooldown by 3. But with War Chariot, I mean, if you don't have Shani and Winch is looking like a brick in your hand, I mean, after using War Chariot, the next turn you can immediately use the Winch and then give 4 bleeding once again. And then we have double boiling oil and bombardment as our warfare cards. So Natalis has a lot of targets, and there's a single casting contest. I mean, you could argue that adding 2 casting contests and 1 boiling oil, but boiling oil is kind of important, so, and casting contest is a great value card. I mean, with correct Marine, this is a 9 for 5, and also with obviously Bernard students, if there are a lot of patience, you know, on him, casting contest can play for a crazy amount of points. And then what else? Well, obviously we have double reinforced ballista. This is a great card. And for consistency, we have a single Cintrian envoy. But playing envoy is really risky because you're playing a 4-point card in a, let's say, very. I mean, all of the cards play much more than their prevision costs compared to the past. The power creep is real, so this is really a weak card. So you could use this as a, you know, dry pass card, or, you know, on red coin maybe, or maybe with amphibious assault this could be a really good option. But I mean, it's really risky. And then we have 2 ballista, a single Radovis Royal Guards, and 2 Carrack Marines. Well, Radovis Royal Guards, you could actually add the sister of Bernard student, the Aretusa adapter student. No, that was student, right? Anyway, I mean, that boosty girl. But I think Royal Guards is better here because sometimes you kind of want the War Chariot in a soldier pocket. So if you can somehow squeeze this guy between soldiers, such as Marine and Royal Guards, I mean, you could push one of the units to the back row, and if you have a siege and a trebuchet, that could really be good. And that's it. So I'm going to show you 3 games, although one of the games was kind of shorter than expected. And I hope you like them, and see you at the end of the video. Okay, facing Precision Strike. Precision Strike is not a matchup, and it's not a bad matchup against Northern Rams. We are starting first, not bad at all. This deck kind of likes blue coin. Okay, so these could come in handy. We can respond to the threats. I kind of need... I don't need this. Yeah, that's not bad. Reinforced Ballista could be useful this round, and Centurion Envoy is kind of weak. Okay, I think this is good enough. We have access to another boiling oil. So hopefully we can... But one of the bad things about this is by amphibious assault into Bernhard Student, I want to have access to Saltkirk. But I think we'll do fine here because I have lots of damage. Yeah, let's just start with this. And then we can boost our ballista. I really would like to get reinforced ballista out before using these damage cut, but Danka is such a important threat, I should get rid of it. Because ballista, you know, I mean, with each warfare card, ballista will get another charge. But at the same time, if I didn't kill that Danka, my bombardment would be totally useless. And whatever he plays, I'm gonna use bombardment. Unless it's one of the harmless elf, that 4-point seer, I think his name. But okay, this is interesting. Okay, so things got changed right now. This guy is playing Madoc. It's very odd. Nobody plays it anymore. Maybe at the beginning of the season, this was the thing. It's really odd. I'm gonna try to protect my Bernard student then. I mean, if I leave this alone, for sure this is gonna die. Maybe my opponent could, you know, go for a heat wave or something after this. But a student stays alive for one more round. I'll get pretty good reward for that. With Shani. Shani is in my hand. She's guaranteed. Or Neuromancy into what? Rebuke. Okay, is he gonna use the entire leader? Yeah. So that, we have some crazy people like this. So I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. So let's boost this. Since my opponent used his entire leader, I may have to go shiny this round to remove a threat. Right now, bombardment is kind of useless because there are a lot of units on the board. Okay, easy boiling oil. But before that, do this. Since I will play a warfare card. So the odds of removing a threat just got higher. Using entire leader and losing the round, interesting. And I didn't use a single gold card, if you don't count amphibious assault. One bad thing about it is just Bernard students will come into play with 3 damage on him, so I'll probably prefer reviving correct marine. Okay, so I don't need bombardment. Definitely not Hubert. This is a terrible hand. What the heck? I could just pass here. And, you know, prevent my opponent to playing more spells, I guess. I mean, I have huge advantage in the long run with Baron and even Gerhardt sometimes. So should I play here? That's the question. I don't think I should play here. I'm just gonna pass. And hopefully we can draw Siege or Prince Ansi, but I would definitely prefer Siege. Okay, so he needs to play the orbs. So needs to play one more spell before the orbs trigger. Terrible. Horrible. What the heck is this? I mean, Winch could be useful here. Do I want to keep it though? Not sure. Can I get rid of Ballista? It's only good if I draw my Siege. This is terrible as well. Okay, Siege is nice. If I take one more mulligan, I could draw my Hubert. I don't want to take that risk, so I'm just gonna be done with this. He's a bombardment here. Well, actually, I could have used Shani. That could have been the better call. Shani into Bernard student. Okay, so orbs will not trigger yet. So let's play our siege then. So at the end of the turn, she's gonna get hit. This is a wrong move. He should have played it on melee row. But I'm pretty sure he'll boost that with something. Wait, did something move here? Is this guy playing Sunset Wonder? Okay, so the orbs are getting triggered on this. Sure. He'll probably find Rebuke though. Couldn't. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna take a different line here then. And boost this up, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. Carrick Mill will trigger, boost it by 4. So it's gonna die to Rebuke or Bowser's Thunder. Not really sure if it's worth it. Right now, at least. What I could do is I can play this. And give bleeding. Get one more. Interesting Sunset Wonder is... I think it's a terrible choice. Okay, so this one survives. Let's do that. Question is there another Rebuke? Or not? I think I'm gonna boost this. Since I'm gonna winch it. Winch her. Yeah, there's the protector. So this was a good call. If I had boosted the trebuchet. The opponent used Heatwave, so I think I'm gonna play Gerhardt one more turn earlier. Making a bomb will kill that. This is a terrible card choice, but the opponent is playing Maddox, so okay, understandable. I could cast in contest, but this shiny will get huge. Okay, so I'll just do this then. And Hubert will come out after this. And then kill her. Maybe I should have done that earlier. There's the bomb. I'm not playing Veraxis, so I don't care. And what are those hits, by the way? It just killed my... That sucks. This is gonna reduce the cooldown by 1. I think I'm gonna do this right now. Boost it. Reset the Wanderer. Give 12 bleeding. There is the Elven Seer. Now let's use our winch. And let's boost him. There is no spell that can kill this unless the opponent is playing something like... Okay. Come on. Well, maybe you shouldn't, consume your leader like crazy in the first round. But I mean, the deck was kinda trash, so this was an easy win. Okay, so now we are facing Frost, Cold. I'm a red coin. I mean, normally this deck likes blue coin, but White Frost red coin is kinda insane. Could produce a lot of points easily. So it's better to avoid blue coin, no matter how your blue coin is good. Bombardment isn't great at red coin. Your opponent has stratagem. Okay, let's get rid of Ballista. This is actually good, Centurion Envoy. Opponent strangely starts with that. I'm gonna boiling oil that. Because, you know, that could get really big. I wouldn't, you know, use Magic Lamp as my stratagem if I was playing White Frost. This is a very odd choice. I mean, I could just kill it right away. But I'm on red coin, who cares? Okay, he used Naglfar for that. Interesting. This is a very odd play. I mean, if I play this, I'm gonna have to commit a lot. Okay, I'm gonna wait and play this. That is a great find. He needs to play something bigger for the beast to get bigger, but he can't. So that stays at 6. Gonna play my Banner student here. Hopefully before the end of the round this could get not as big, but okay, that's moot. It doesn't do anything. Because good thing about this is gonna still gonna get the patience value. But I'm not just gonna be able to use my the order ability. That's the only difference. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna boost this and still play and wait for Art Gate or something like that. Instead we're getting defensive parasite. Okay. This is not good enough. But what am I gonna play here? I mean, the lead is 18. I kind of wanted the opponent to play the frost cards, but this is kind of a interesting deck. The hand is really good here. I'm gonna pass. Hopefully I can win against this awkward deck. Why would you play Beast in this deck? Well, he probably is playing both Beast and Phantom, so Phantom is miles better than the Beast in White Frost deck. Okay, so Binding Siege would be amazing here. Gonna take one more mulligan. There's the risk of finding Hubert, but it's not that big of a risk like breaking your portal or something like that. So we get Ballista anyway. No siege. That sucks. Hopefully we can defend the bleed though. But having siege would have been just amazing. Well, I'm gonna Selkirk that before it gets bigger. So as I predicted, the opponent is playing both beasts. Really? Okay. Do I want to play something? Oh, I do. Yeah, actually, I kind of want to get rid of a bad card here. Let's check Hubert. Okay. An art student is the worst card here. Well, I mean, he's gonna get moved, so the order ability will not get triggered, and we don't care about his patience anymore. Siege, please. Okay, so these are really bad draws. I need 3 golds here. I mean, having one of them, I'll be fine, I guess. This is just terrible. Okay, so let's get rid of Winch, because there's John Natalis to draw it. Okay, one of them found. Prince is amazing. I need 1 more gold. Am I that lucky? Marine could be really useful here. So I'm gonna get rid of Ballista in case I don't find the siege. I don't find the siege, but I found Gerhardt, so... I mean, I'm not surprised. This deck usually cannot find siege for some odd reason. I don't know why. Okay, so what to start with? What am I gonna amphibious assault? Well, this reinforced ballista looks sexy. But I think before that I need to play this ballista. Yeah, let's do that. If the opponent isn't running at a Striga, I don't think he can kill it. Okay. Now let's hit this. And then look for the other ballista. Okay, this is not gonna die this turn. Hopefully. Okay, Art Gate incoming. So let's kill that engine. Then play Shani. Get this. This is also nice. Protect this. So far so good. So these 2 ballistas will do a lot of work here. Okay, that's dangerous. I'm gonna unsay that. Oops. That queen will go away soon. I mean, Griffin is... What did he do? Oops. Well, I mean, I was gonna get the win, obviously, but that was a really bad play. Playing against Mirror, but we can't be sure if it's dual siege. I mean, not siege, but dual inspired seal or commandos. And if it's dual, I mean, some people are not using siege. That also works. It's not bad. Okay, there are a lot of gold cards than we want, actually. I'm gonna keep the sand. I don't want to trade my golds with the opponent's bronzes. But this is really a powerful play. So if it's commandos and the opponent plays a defender, I could play my ballista to ping the... Okay, that's not... Well, the problem is I don't have the pings. I don't have boiling oil or anything like that. Okay, so I'm gonna play the guards here. Royal Guard. And then play Ballista. Boost it. If those Royal Guard survives, obviously. Assault. I don't have Assault, unfortunately. That's a very good target. Unfortunately, playing Envoy is riskier. And I don't have access to Amphibious Assault and other stuff. It really sucks that one of the NR player does have access to Assault and the other doesn't. Okay, that's gonna put him ahead. Fortunately. I could have killed that with this. Boiling oil. Okay. It isn't looking good at all. I may have to use my Gerhardt this round. Or play Shawnee. Oh, wish I killed that. That sucks. Well, he doesn't use it, so I'm gonna take the pass. The students will have 5 power in the graveyard. If the opponent has Shani, I'm in trouble. Actually 6. Holy crap. Okay, so we're finding our good cards here. I need to get rid of this. I don't have another siege engine. Okay, that It's going to be turned into a siege engine. The opponent passes, that's good because I can improve my draws like this. Okay, so I'm gonna be drawing NC. I mean, I could do the amphibious assault, but what to thin? I'm not sure. Maybe ban our student. That's not gonna be big enough. I mean, this is the first charge. Yeah, I think this is fine. Need to. Okay, so starting with siege is kind of big. I'm glad that I drew this, so I'm, I'm not gonna break that. Okay, we found out all of our golds. So is winch gonna be useful? Probably. Yeah, gonna be useful. I don't need banner student. Okay, this is better. So we'll see if the opponent is running siege or not. So because these cards do not give any clues about the construction of the deck. Natalis into boiling oil. Bombardment, that's even better for the opponent. Okay, so the bombardment will hit for 7, so I'm not in a rush to play any siege engine yet. And I didn't want to play a reinforced ballista. Okay, Shawnee will not be able to kill that. Well, now I can play another engine. So hopefully there isn't another casting contest. I have to kill that as quick as possible. But if the opponent has casting contest, he will use it. So kill ballista. Why did you kill that? So let's get rid of that before something bad happens. Okay, so this is totally fine. He killed low targets. My bigger targets are here. Well, let's play Shawnee. Kill Ansei. I think this is running the Viraxis version without siege. not sure anymore. Okay, I'm gonna copy my opponent. Assault. Marine. Interesting. So he holds on to it. I'm gonna kill that. Okay, definitely we'll see Raxus soon. I'm gonna play this. And melee row. My range row. Did not do anything. If the opponent plays Gerhardt and plays Pact, I can answer that. But instead, he's gonna kill my Baron. So Baron will reduce this units. Or okay, Gerhardt. So he's looking for reset. I think this is enough. So Baron and reset, will that work? I don't think so. I've distributed the boosts as much as possible. And if he finds the reset, it's not gonna do much. Just 5 points. Casting contest is the better choice, but I don't think it's enough. It's 9 points. Yeah, it's 9 points, right? 5 plus 4. Yep. Good game though. And that's gonna increase my MMR a bit. Nice. Okay, I think that's enough. I played 3 games and showed them all, and luckily I didn't lose one while recording this video. I really like playing this deck. Unfortunately, it's the same deck we've been playing for a while. So that's why that was my last choice while playing on the ladder. Still enjoying it, but I would really appreciate some changes in the upcoming patch. So hopefully we'll see that. Okay, so thank you for watching Channel Duello. And if you liked this video, please don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. And thank you for your interest, and see you on another Duello video. Bye bye.